you've joined the Reform Party. Tell us why.
Well, it isn't only I who've joined the Reform Party. This morning, 11 of the former Brexit MEPs have joined the Reform Party. In my case, it's because I want to save the Union. Northern Ireland has been comprehensively betrayed. We have the awful Theresa May deal with which Boris then tinkered, and now Rishi has tinkered with the tinkering and has told us things which are completely unsustainable, such as, for example, he says Northern Ireland can refuse EU law if it doesn't like it. No, it can't. If you actually look at all the hedging about and qualification of what is called the Stormont break, it can't do any such thing. And I do believe in the Union, and leaving Northern Ireland in the EU while the rest of us come out was not what was promised.
Now, Widders, some of your former colleagues, like David Davis, who was the Brexit Secretary, Liam Fox, a former Defence Secretary, they both say they're very passionate Brexiteers. They've signed up to this Windsor framework. They say Rishi's done a good deal. Are they wrong, then?
They're wrong. I don't deny that he's loosened the handcuffs a bit, but the handcuffs are still on. And what worries me is I think there are quite a large number of Tory MPs who are now putting party before the Union. They can see a general election coming down the tracks. They don't want splits and divisions at this stage, and therefore they are hoping that the problems will go away. They won't. The time will come when Northern Ireland will decide it cannot serve two masters and will have to decide between the EU and the UK. And yet it is supposed to be part of the UK, and the Conservative manifesto promised in terms, it promised, these were its words, the UK will leave the European Union as one UK, not leave a part of it behind.
Now, Anne, I think, am I right in saying that you don't intend to stand as a candidate for reform in the next election, but you're going to be an advisor?
No.
Can you give us the names of anybody else who is going to be standing as an MP that some of our viewers might be familiar with?
That will be announced in due course. There's no way we're going to make announcements piecemeal. That will be announced in due course. I wouldn't describe myself as an advisor. I would describe myself as an extremely active supporter, and I shall be spending an awful lot of my time trying to promote reform between now and the next general election.
And is it difficult for you, because you were a Tory party member, you were a Tory minister and MP for many years.
Yeah.
You then went to the Brexit Party, you left the Brexit parties no more, you're joining the Reform UK. This Reform UK could spike the Tories' guns at the next general election. Are you not concerned about that for some of your former colleagues?
Look, they're not Conservatives anymore. The current party is neither Conservative nor Unionist. And I am both a Conservative and a Unionist. And I see no future at all in the current party. I've given it the benefit of the doubt. I didn't join Reform when it was set up. I've literally joined Reform in the last few days because I want to save the Union. And Rishi Sunak's complete mis-selling of what he'd agreed, which was another surrender treaty, has cemented that intention.
And it's funny, we always talk about the Union, we think about Scotland, the threat to Scotland, Widders, but actually you're worrying it's Northern Ireland could see the end of the Union.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Scotland's already had a referendum. Scotland's already said it wants to stay part of the Union. I don't see much appetite for any immediate change there, but there is a real problem in Northern Ireland because we, the UK, have left them effectively in the EU. We must be mad.
Well, Anne always tells it as it is. What next for the Reform UK? Are they going to put candidates up in every seat at the general election?
In every single seat. Every single seat. Last time the Brexit Party stood down candidates because the Conservatives were promising to get Brexit done. They have ratted on that promise, and as far as we're concerned, we're not going to be bought off a second time, and we will be standing in every single seat.
OK, and is the challenge as well for the party to cut through on other issues, not just Brexit and national sovereignty?
Indeed. I mean, the party has policies and will have policies on a whole range of issues, from immigration to health to taxes. And when we say reform, we're not just talking about Brexit, we're not just talking about Northern Ireland, though that is my main motivation. We are talking also about waiting lists, about the boats coming over. We're talking about a whole range of matters. No, it won't just be about Brexit, of course it won't. No political party can stand on one issue alone.
Right, that's the redoubtable Ann Widdecombe. Thanks so much for joining us. That's Ann Widdecombe.